The thing is with making these YouTube videos is that you generally have to have a specific subject, or at least a very tight little bit of subjects that you talk about. You can't just vary from one to the other to the other to the other. No one would ever watch you because they wouldn't know what you were going to talk about from one video to another. And this kind of gets a little bit constrictive sometimes. Now my videos are just talking about chilling. I have changed a little bit over the years. It used to be, I started off talking about walking in the Lake District and climbing, then just chilling out. And as soon as I noticed that the slow living videos were taking off, I realised that slow living was something that I'd been doing for about 50 years. I never realised. I just started talking about my life, but in a slightly different way than them. I bet some of you remember when I first started talking about this, I used to go on about girls with long flowing hair in Laura Ashley dresses running through cornfields whilst making cinnamon buns. You remember all that nonsense? And I talked about that, and then we talked about the countryside, because that's been my passion all my life. We talked about the countryside, and then we started talking about life, how it can get you down, and how the countryside helps. And it kind of concentrated more on how to chill, how to get away from stress, how to enjoy life, how to enjoy the short time we have on this little blue-green planet that we all inhabit. And it tends to get a little bit worthy sometimes, doesn't it? It tends to get a little bit serious, and I never wanted to be serious because I'm not a serious kind of person. But then I sometimes, to combat that, I just go the other way and start doing frivolous ones, and I feel like sometimes I bounce around, and I think a lot of YouTube creators are the same. You feel like you're bouncing around from one subject to another. So I just wanted to bring it all down to earth on this one, because basically this channel is all about appreciating life and getting less stress and just enjoying this short time. Because like I've said, anybody new watching won't have seen the earlier videos. Go and watch my earlier videos. They were all about enjoying the short time we have. They're all about making sure you get the most out of life. Don't at the end of your life say, oh my God, I could have enjoyed myself a lot more. That was horrible. Because my life's been absolutely great. Just because very early on I decided what I wanted, and I cut my cloth accordingly, and I never spent a lot because I never had a lot, and it worked for me. It might not work for you, and that's what I'm saying. You have to find the you in life, and once you find the you in life, you pursue that you with a vengeance, and at the end of the day we will look back and think, my word, I enjoyed that. That was great. So this video is just going to be chilling and appreciating the countryside and bringing it all back down to what we were talking about a couple of years ago. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you can just chill with me as I chill with me and Molly. Although it sometimes feels like we're living through the end of times with mainstream media, social media and YouTube commentators all telling us how bad it is and how it's all going to end. It's just opinions, really. We've not a clue how it's going to end. Might end well, it might end badly, it might just flatline out for the next 10,000 years. Who knows? I don't. And we can only do so much worrying. We can be active in whatever sphere we want to be active in, and that's good, because we should interact with like-minded people and people we have conflict with. And that's great, and that's good. But it still means that we are living in bad news. We are hearing bad news, we're interacting with bad news, even though it may feel worthy, even though it may feel what we want to do. But life somewhere has to be colourful. Life somewhere has to be what you want it to be. So through all this darkness, through all this mist, through all this angst and troubles and wars and death and fighting and drought and poverty, there has to be some point where you can just look and realise that life can be whatever you want it to be. Life can be monotone or technicolor. Life can be active or sedentary. Life can be rich and life can be poor. We're living in a Shakespearean play. We are the actors. We can make life whatever we want it to be, even though it may only be briefly. We can escape, and that's what I do out here. I escape on a daily basis. I escape everywhere in this land. I've walked everywhere in this land. I've soaked up the beauty of this little emerald green island in the middle of the North Sea, with all its foibles, all its bad weather and grumpy people, and its wonderful food, contrary to public opinion. And I love it. I mean, look at this now. Look at this. Hedgerows, hawthorn, elder bushes at the side of me, stone walls going off in all directions, little cobble lanes that bait your ankles if you're not careful. Beautiful views over fields where sheep graze and the crows pop about, the odd heron is walking about. This morning is calm and quiet and quite still. There's a light breeze, and you've got to take in every little nuance of every little experience while you're out here. Smell the air, smell spring in the air, take in the colours. You gaze at a view. I gazed up this path and a bird, I don't know what it was like a sparrow or a robin or something like that, shot up from the left and went in front of me on the right. Beautiful little creature going about its day. There's Canada geese in the field over here. The grass is green. As soon as I walk out of the shelter of the trees and the dry stone wall, the breeze kicked up, and it's very pleasant. It's cool but pleasant. The buds on the trees are that beautiful bright green of young buds and young foliage. Absolutely wonderful before it opens up as spring comes to an end and summer comes in. It gets warm. It gets actually duller. I like this time of year because it's active and vibrant and exciting and running about like a little kid. And in summer it sits on its backside like it's in its middle age, just taking in the beauty of what's around it. The sky above me now is mostly cloudy, but there's bright blue skies on the horizon and the odd patch above my head. And I've seen the forecast today, and yes, it's going to pick up another couple of hours. You can see can you see that beautiful blue sky behind me? And it's going to pick up in a couple of hours. And it's going to be a beautiful day, another beautiful day. Every day you are here is beautiful. But sometimes that days have nice skies and a nice sun and nice temperature to accompany that beauty. That's all it is. Bright sunny days are just an embellishment on the beauty of life itself. And that's what we always talked about. And then life ran away with me, and events ran away. And you sometimes get a little bit worthy. But now we're just getting back, just for once, just for a little while, just to chill out. Man's just come running past me. Run, 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 run. And he's doing it for the good of his health, and well done him. But isn't that a metaphor for life? We're all running. We're all running to catch something. Whether it's good health, whether it's wealth, whether it's love, whether it's hate, whether it's the need to fight and shout at people, or whether it's just searching for a peaceful spot on a peaceful hillside to gaze over a peaceful view. It's beautiful. Oh, a heron's just flying across in front of me. Woo! No, you can't see it. And the wind's dropped again, and all I can hear is the birds, and all I can see is the path before me, the path behind me, my little black dog trotting along at the side of the path, sniffing and having a great end of a day's experience. You know, can't kid herself, she's 16, and I see her and she's happy every day. Woke up this morning and I give her a hug every morning, and I can feel that hug coming back off her. And this is what life's about, and why do we squander it? Why do we squander it? You see these videos about people who drop out. What's that? The hermit of... Oh, I did a video about it and I can't remember, a bloke in Scotland. He's actually a northern bloke from round here. I think he's from Lancashire or Yorkshire. And he went up there and lived like a hermit. And he's a curiosity, but he's blissfully happy. I don't think anybody's heard from him for a couple of years. I don't even know whether he's still alive, because he did have a couple of health issues. The hermit of... Oh, I can't remember. Someday will be a remember. Somebody in the comments will come up and make me look like a fool. But this is it, people. This is it. This is what makes life worthwhile. Never mind running after that new car or that big holiday. Yes, do that by all means, but you've got to have foundations. This is the brickwork in the foundations of life. You've got to have that stable base. And this is my stable base. The countryside, the beauty, beautiful day, no wind, the sound of birds, blue sky, puffy clouds, the smell of spring in the air. This is what it's all about for me. I've done what it's all about for me. It's up to you to do what it's all about for you. We can only be us, we can't be anybody else. You know what I mean? Life is a recipe. I may use an extra egg, you may go heavy on the cinnamon. But we all use the same ingredients, but in different proportions. And that is what makes us all so different and yet so similar. That difference is the similarity we all need. We get a mere roughly about 30,000 days on this planet. That is the period from the end of the Second World War till now. That's all. That's how long we've got on Earth, and that feels like a blink of an eye. It's like the Second World War, now oblivion. And that's it for us. And there's no way we can get out of that. No amounts of angst and worry and fearing the end and fearing what's beyond the end, or rejoicing in what you believe is beyond the end is going to change the end. It's going to come. What's important for me is that I don't squander the opportunity I've been given to be Nigel Boydell, the only Nigel David Boydell there will ever be. Never will there be another Nigel David Boydell. Not this one, not this one. There may be something with my name, and even though we are just a bag of cells, each and every one of us, we are unique individuals. Since time began, millions of years ago, since Earth was created millions of years ago, there has never been another me before. There will never be another me afterwards. I am unique. I am just a blink in the eye of nature. But I am unique. There will never be another me. There will never be another you. And we should revel in that uniqueness, shouldn't we? We should say, I am me, and I've got to be the best me I can be. There are people who've come here and they're individuals, and they've striven not to be individuals. They've striven to make life easy by conforming, by trying to become someone else, by trying to become the someone that someone else and society wants them to be. But be individual, be that individual voice, like the rebel author and the rebel artist who doesn't mind, who doesn't care what people think, don't even care if they sell the books and the paintings, because they're individual and they just have to get it down on paper and on canvas. Be them. It's an urge, it's a primal urge that you've got to get that individuality out there rather than that conformative play that most of us do, just to make life a little bit easier, a little bit less awkward. Make life awkward, because believe you me, you make life awkward, and at the end of the day, the rewards outdo the hardship by 1,000,000%. So we've all got to strive to be the best version of us we can be. The best version of us in the history of history. And even long after you've been forgotten by mortal men, you will be remembered fondly by history. That's a nice thing, isn't it? And that's a nice way to end. Have a good day. We're going to have a good day. We're going to stay out because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful life. Make the most of it. And we shall see you all on the flip. Peace and love.